Hey guys, Brandon from Brandon's Baseball Cards here. Hope you all doing well. Sitting on the porch having a cigar. Cold, rainy, nasty day here. I wish the sun would come out, but it is not right now. Sometimes winter can be brutal. But I wanted to chat a little bit about the hobby and about some pickups that I have and just talk cards for a little bit, if you'll indulge me. So first things first. The market is continuing to crater. The early 80s on open material in particular, 1981 through 83, even more broadly, probably, I would say even into the late 70s, 79 through 85. There's stuff that's just going for very, very bottom prices, right? I saw a 1979 cello pack the other night that I bid on with Jim Palmer on the back. And I think the final bid was $60, right? This is easily, $100 to $120 pack a year ago, right? So the market just keeps cratering. Early 80s stuff is incredibly soft. No one seems to want to touch it. Even when the prices are really reasonable, people just aren't picking stuff up. It might just be the holidays. I'm not really sure, if people are just watching their pennies this time of year or if it's just a broader realization about unopened material. I mean, it's hard to say that it's just about unopened material because the market overall is soft on a lot of things. But with unopened, I've always had the feeling that there's a lot more of this stuff out there than people anticipate. There's a lot more of it out there than people realize, including even stuff from the late 70s. There's a lot of it out there. There's so many 1979 Topps rack boxes out there and wax boxes out there and 1978, even 1977. Who really knows how much is out there? All right, I think there is more out there than we initially thought. And I think in the craze of the market a few years ago, people lost sight of this very important point. There's still a lot of some product out there. Not a lot of, once you get to the mid 70s and earlier, there isn't that much, relatively speaking. But there's a ton of product out there from the late 70s to the mid 80s, and that's important to keep in mind. So one other thing that I wanted to talk about, it does seem like there are a lot more resealed, and we're talking bad resealed packs, just really sloppy, lazy work on behalf of the fraudsters. eBay's just been, maybe it's just I'm a little more aware now than before, but there are a few sellers in particular. If you check their feed, if a pack looks suspicious, right? Number one, they usually don't have 100% positive feedback, and number two, one of the reasons they don't have 100% positive feedback is because people are leaving negative feedback after they realize they've been sold a resealed pack, right? And so there are a few dealers on there where it's so obvious if you take 10 seconds to look at the pack that it's resealed. The corner folds are all jacked up. The back is jacked up. It's obvious that it's not authentic. And in the description, they say usually, I'm not the original owner, no refunds, but pack is sold as is, right? There's language like that. But there has been a lot more lately, so be very careful if you're buying vintage unopened on eBay that's raw. Be very, very careful because you can get taken very easily. And ultimately, if the price is too good, and if the pack looks a little janky, right? If those two things are present, it's probably a bad pack. So don't buy it. Buy from a legitimate source that you trust. There are legitimate, honest dealers on eBay. If you'd like some usernames that sell authentic packs, they're guys that I know that have been in the hobby a long time. I'd be happy to recommend some eBay dealers, but there's damn sure some to stay away from as well. That's what I have for you guys. Hope you all have a great rest of the weekend. Keep collecting vintage and open baseball, everybody, and happy holidays.